Hello, my dear students! Здравствуйте, мои дорогие студенты! Меня зовут Veronika. My name is Veronika, and I am a professional Russian teacher, and yes, of course, I am a Russian native speaker. And today at this Russian lesson, I would like to discuss one of the most interesting, one of the most difficult, but one of the most important constructions in Russian language. You cannot speak Russian well if you don't know this construction. And this lesson is very important even for beginners because you meet this construction at one of your first Russian lessons. And most probably you already understood, but I want to talk how to express the idea of having something or someone in Russian language. How to say I have, you have, they have in Russian. So this Russian lesson will have two parts. In the first part, I will just explain the grammatical constructions, like different, and I will give a lot of examples. After each form, I have, you have, they have, whatever, I will give a separated example so you can understand how this construction works in a context. And in the second part of this Russian lesson, I would like to read a short part of a very famous Russian poem by Sergei Mikhalkov. So there is a lot of examples of using this construction in a real Russian authentic speech. So let's start our Russian lesson. So if you open a Russian dictionary and if you look for the translation of the verb to have, you will meet the verb иметь. Иметь. And this is a very common and standard typical mistake that many foreigners who learn Russian frequently make. So they start to conjugate this verb like я имею, I have, собаку, I have a dog. Yes, you can say this, and of course, Russian people will understand you without any problem. But this sounds so unnatural, and it shows that you are just a foreigner who doesn't know Russian language well. So, if you want to speak Russian like a Russian, then you need to use this construction for I have. У меня есть. So I will repeat 2 times. Second time. У меня есть. It means I have. And here is the example. У меня есть большой деревянный дом. У меня есть большой деревянный дом. It means I have a big wooden house. Yeah? So forget about this verb иметь that most probably you already looked for in the Russian dictionary. Forget about this. We use this most probably in some official language, yeah? So we use this verb иметь, but if you want to speak like a Russian, I mean everyday casual speech, so just forget about this иметь and use this construction. I have, у меня есть. Okay? And forget also about the literal translation. This construction is impossible to translate from Russian into English. I mean, the literal translation, word by word. Impossible. So now let's talk about you. You have. У тебя есть. У тебя есть. You have. And here is the example. У тебя есть свежая газета, которую ты читаешь. У тебя есть свежая газета, которую ты читаешь. So it means you have a fresh or new newspaper that you are reading right now. Okay, now let's talk about the third person. So here we have 2 options. Он, he, она, she. And we will start from he, obviously. Yeah, so if you want to say he has, you say у него есть. У него есть. He has. And here is some interesting Russian pronunciation things. So, yeah, we write N-E-G-O. Него. But we pronounce vo. So this ye in the first syllable is in unstressed position without stress in a weak position, and you need to pronounce this ye in unstressed position as I. That's why we say ni vo. And then if you see this combination of ye, g, and o, very frequently 99% Russian people pronounce this construction as, this g in this combination, we pronounce as v, ni vo. Not ni go, but ni vo. So be very careful with this tricky Russian construction. And now let's make an example. У него есть красивая и умная жена. У него есть красивая и умная жена. It means he has a beautiful and smart wife. What a lovely combination. Okay, now let's talk about she. She has, this is construction у нее есть. У нее есть. It means she has. Okay, у нее есть милая рыжая кошка. У нее есть милая рыжая кошка. She has a nice red or orange cat. So we just talked about singular forms like I, you, he, and she. And here I would like to underline, to emphasize that the construction is the same absolutely in all these examples. So you just put the preposition u, then you use a personal pronoun in a genitive case, and then you use the verb есть. Есть. By the way, есть is very tricky Russian word too, because it can express the idea of eating something. Yeah? So it is the infinitive есть. It means to eat. Or it can mean, it can express the idea of having something. Yeah, so be very careful and just look at the context very carefully, okay, and accurately. Now let's talk about plural forms. So if you want to say we have, in Russian we say у нас есть. У нас есть. We have. And here is the Russian example. У нас есть урок русского языка сегодня вечером. У нас есть урок русского языка сегодня вечером. We have a Russian lesson tonight. Yeah? Okay, now let's talk about you, plural form. You have is у вас есть. У вас есть. Okay, let's imagine that we are in supermarket and you want to ask sellerman something. Скажите, пожалуйста, у вас есть лимоны? Скажите, пожалуйста, у вас есть лимоны? Could you tell me, please, if you have lemons in this store? Okay. And now let's talk about the last form, and this is the form No, sorry, not они. This is они. This is a personal pronoun in nominative case. But if you want to use the personal pronoun they in the construction they have, you need to change it. So nominative case они, but after the Russian preposition у, you have to use genitive case. So you just change они to них. This is how we say they in genitive case. I hope you understand. But if no, just ask me something, your question in the comments below, and I'm very happy to answer and to help you in learning Russian language. So they have in Russian, we say у них есть. У них есть. They have. Okay, now let's make an example. У них есть симпатичная черная собака. У них есть симпатичная черная собака. They have a nice black dog. Okay, now I hope you understand everything about this construction. So first of all, you need to forget about the Russian verb иметь. Then you just need to remember about three components of, three elements of the construction. So you use preposition у, then a personal pronoun in genitive case, and then the Russian verb есть. Yeah? And then, by the way, you need to use nominative case. In all of these examples, there was only nominative case. So, у меня есть кошка. Кошка is a nominative case and it is a subject in this Russian construction. And I do really know that this is very, very difficult for foreigners who want to learn Russian because if you say in English, I have a dog, it means I am a subject, yeah, because I'm an active doer, a person who makes activity in this sentence, and the cat, кошка, this is an object, what I have in English, logics, yeah, but in Russian this is absolutely different. У меня, genitive case, есть кошка, nominative case. So the subject is кошка. Okay, I hope you understand this. And now we will move on to the second part of this Russian lesson. But before we start, I would like to say again, as I usually say, thank you a lot for all your support, for all your donations. Yeah, and if you find my Russian lessons interesting and useful, just feel free to send me a donation. You will find the links for the donations in the first comment below this video. And now, let me read a very interesting Russian poem. So, yeah, the author of this poem is Sergei Mikhalkov, a very famous and quite modern Soviet poet. And the title of this poem is «А что у вас?» «А что у вас?» And here already we meet this construction. So it means, what do you have? So I will read this poem, and here will be on the screen the English translation, and we will discuss this construction to have. Кто на лавочке сидел, кто на улицу глядел, Толя пел, Борис молчал, Николай ногой качал. Дело было вечером, делать было нечего. Галка села на заборе, кот забрался на чердак. Тут сказал ребятам Боря. Просто так. And now we will start this part when the author uses a lot of this construction to have. А у меня в кармане гвоздь. А у вас? А у нас сегодня гость. А у вас? А у нас сегодня кошка родила вчера котят. Котята выросли немножко, а есть из блюдца не хотят. А у нас в квартире газ. А у вас? А у нас водопровод. Вот. So here I would like to stop, but we can continue. There is a lot of other examples of using this construction to have in Russian language. But I would like to talk, Боря, this is, by the way, the name Boris, it's a man, not a girl, Боря. So Boris is a full name, and Боря is a nickname, but it's a man. I mean, this "я" looks very confusing for foreigners in the end of masculine names, but it's still a man, a boy. So he said, а у меня в кармане гвоздь. Yeah. So you see that here the Russian verb есть is skipped. So sometimes you do not need to use есть frequently. You can just say у меня машина. But sometimes you need to say, for example, if you talk about gray hair, I mean, if you are quite old, yeah, you can say, so if your hair are absolutely gray, all of them, you just say у меня седые волосы, or let's say he has gray hair. У него седые волосы. It means he is absolutely gray, yeah? But if you want to say he has some gray hair, so you just say у него есть седые волосы, like some. Not all of his hair, but some of them, yeah? So there is a slightly difference. So the main idea of this discussion that you can use есть or you don't, or you cannot use this есть. This is not a very big deal. Yeah, this is not a very big problem if you use it or if you don't use it. Okay, and the next example, the boy said, а у нас сегодня гость. So it means we have a guest today, we have a party. А у нас. Okay. And there is another construction, very similar. А у нас сегодня кошка родила котят. So here we have two situations. First is а у нас есть кошка. So it means we have a cat, and then кошка родила котят. This cat brought some kittens, yeah? So, but we just do not want to say two similar or two similar sentences, and we just put them together. So we just say, а у нас сегодня кошка родила котят. Yeah? And another interesting example is котята выросли немножко, а есть из блюдца не хотят. Here we have есть из блюдца. Есть here doesn't mean to have. Here it just means to eat, yeah? So the kittens doesn't want to eat from their bowl, you see. And there are two another examples. А у нас в квартире газ. So it means we have gas in our apartment. I mean, not electricity if you want to cook food, but gas. Да? Okay, and the last is у нас водопровод. Водопровод, this is a very interesting word. It consists of two Russian roots. Vod, that means water, and pravod, it's kinda pipe. So we have this system of water pipes. So if we live in a big building, we have water on the first floor and on the 20th floor. Yeah, водопровод. Okay, my dear Russian learners, I do hope that you liked this Russian lesson, that it was interesting and useful for you. If so, you already need to know, no, you already know what you need to do. You can hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And thank you a lot for all your time that you spent with me. This is very important for me because I do really love to teach, and I enjoy during my lessons. I enjoy asking my students and answering their questions. Thank you a lot for your attention and see you soon. Увидимся скоро. By the way, if you have any ideas for the next future lessons, I mean, if there is some question that you do not know about Russian culture, Russian grammar, whatever related to Russia, Russian people, linguistics, just feel free to ask me anything and I will be happy to answer. And if I like your idea, I can make a video using your idea. Спасибо. Пока-пока.